Promises has most definitely saved my life. And if I hadn't come here, I either would have probably ended up in jail or not alive anymore.
Addiction robs us. I mean, it just tears away at your spirit and your soul. You know, it's like living in hell. I remember my father, you know, he thought, well, if I just loved my family enough, I would stop. It's not like that. I did love them. I grew up in New York and graduated college and was a pre-law student at Cornell. And, you know, my addiction took me to the places that I thought would never happen. I found myself homeless, broken, after 20 plus years of my own addiction and fighting my own demons. You know, my family had intervened on me, and I was very stubborn and finally became willing to get help.
Michelle and Patricia were able to give me my life back by just being there for me and I think for everybody at Promises. If I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't be here and maybe wouldn't be alive.
Before I came to rehab, I was really scared of going into any kind of treatment. Going to treatment means that I've hit, you know, an absolute bottom in my life and I'm useless and I'm worthless. And, you know, when I came to Promises, I was treated like a human with dignity.
I could have died toward the end very easily. Being in the struggle is like torture, man. It's really like torture, you know what I mean? Something feels like it's wrong, but you don't really want to openly admit that it's the drugs or the alcohol that's wrong, and you're just locked on it.
When I came here, I was very pleasantly surprised. You know, I've been to a lot of other rehabs, and I think Promises is definitely different. All the other places that I've been to are very, hospital-like. I felt like I was being locked up, like I was a criminal, and I'm not. I'm just a drug addict.
First and foremost, it's about providing safety for them and a secure base in which they can really start to build their life, to be able to show up and support them.
There's a really big sense of community here at Promises that you don't see in other places. You know, while you're here, after you're here, it's a family. It's one big sober family. You know, I can't do this on my own because I've tried. You know, I tried so many ways and so many means to get clean on my own, to try to cut back, and they all failed. Ultimately, I ended up using just as much as I had in the past.
To bear witness to each and every one of you coming through the doors and watching you and watching the struggle, that is what has saved my life and continues to save my life. Because when all else fails, we get out of self and we help others, always. Watching them tap into their hopes and their dreams for their life and watching the light and the sparkle come back, that's the blessing. That's what it's all about.